What if I told you that your gut could be controlling your mood, your stress levels, and even your mental health? You know, that feeling deep down that tells you to trust your instincts. Well, it turns out your gut might be talking to your brain more than you think. Science now reveals a powerful connection between your gut and brain, often called the gut-brain axis. And if your gut health is off balance, your mind could be suffering too. What we're learning now about the connection between the gut and the brain is truly revolutionary. It's changing the way we think about mental health. Welcome to today's video where we're going to dive into the fascinating world of the gut-brain connection. Explore the science behind your second brain and discover how it may be the key to emotional balance, focus, and happiness. Let's get started. The connection between your gut and brain is called the gut-brain axis. Think of it as a superhighway of communication, constantly sending signals back and forth. It involves your central nervous system, your enteric nervous system, which is basically your gut's own nervous system, and a critical player called the vagus nerve. Now, the vagus nerve is like a high-speed cable, transmitting information between your digestive system and your brain. It's responsible for a whole range of functions, from controlling your heart rate to regulating your mood. But here's where things get really interesting. Inside your gut lives an incredibly complex community of trillions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi. We call this your microbiome. And these microbes aren't just hitching a ride. They play a vital role in your health, helping to digest food, boost your immune system, and even influence your brain. Think about this. Your gut microbes actually produce neurotransmitters. These are chemical messengers that your brain relies on for everything from mood regulation to learning and memory. We're talking about key players like serotonin, often called the happy hormone, which plays a role in mood, sleep, and appetite. We're talking about dopamine, linked to motivation, reward, and feelings of pleasure. And we're talking about GABA, which has calming effects on the brain and helps to regulate anxiety. We're just beginning to scratch the surface of the gut-brain connection, but the research so far is incredibly promising. Let's look at some of the evidence. A groundbreaking 2021 study published in the prestigious journal Nature Microbiology found that individuals struggling with depression and anxiety had significantly different gut bacteria compared to healthy individuals. This suggests a strong link between the composition of our gut microbiome and our mental well-being. Another study from Harvard Medical School confirmed that the gut is a major production site for serotonin, producing up to 90% of the body's supply. This finding underscores the profound influence our gut has on our mood, sleep, and emotional health. And the research goes beyond just observing differences. It's exploring potential treatments. Clinical trials have shown that certain probiotics, known as psychobiotics, can actually reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. These beneficial bacteria, when consumed in adequate amounts, can have a positive impact on our mental state. We're seeing real progress in understanding how to harness the power of the gut-brain connection to improve mental health. Now you might be wondering, what happens when things get out of balance in our gut? Well, when our gut microbiome is disrupted, it's called dysbiosis. And dysbiosis can have far-reaching consequences for both our physical and mental health. Think of your gut like a delicate ecosystem. When it's in balance, everything works harmoniously. But when harmful bacteria take over, it can lead to a cascade of problems. One of the biggest issues is chronic inflammation. This low-grade inflammation can simmer beneath the surface, affecting various systems in the body, including the brain. And chronic inflammation has been linked to a range of mental health conditions, including depression and anxiety. Another consequence of dysbiosis is something called leaky gut syndrome. This is where the lining of the gut becomes more permeable, allowing undigested food particles, toxins, and bacteria to leak into the bloodstream. This can trigger an immune response and further contribute to inflammation throughout the body, including the brain. So, what does this mean for your day-to-day life? Well, when your gut is out of whack, it can manifest in a variety of ways. You might experience mood swings, feeling irritable one minute and down the next. You might feel constantly fatigued, lacking the energy to do the things you enjoy. Brain fog is another common symptom, making it difficult to focus, concentrate, and remember things. And stress? Well, when your gut is unhappy, it can make it even harder to cope with everyday stressors. This connection between gut imbalance and mental health challenges is particularly evident in conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and Crohn's disease. People with these conditions often struggle with anxiety and depression as well. This highlights the intricate interplay between the gut and the brain, emphasizing that when one is out of balance, the other is likely affected too. The good news is that there are things you can do to support both your gut and your mind. Here are 5 science-backed tips. Number 1. Eat more fiber-rich foods. Think fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. These foods are like a feast for the good bacteria in your gut. They provide the nourishment your microbiome needs to thrive. Number 2. Include fermented foods. Foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut are teeming with natural probiotics, those beneficial bacteria that can help restore balance to your gut. Number 3. Limit processed foods and excess sugar. These dietary villains can disrupt the balance of your gut microbiome, feeding harmful bacteria and triggering inflammation. Number 4. Consider taking high-quality probiotics. If you're looking to give your gut an extra boost, consider a probiotic supplement. Look for strains like Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, which have been shown to have beneficial effects on both gut and mental health. And number 5, manage stress naturally. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on your gut. Find healthy ways to de-stress, whether it's through meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. These changes aren't just about improving your digestion, they're about supporting your overall well-being. By taking care of your gut, you're investing in your mood, memory, focus, and resilience. The field of medicine is constantly evolving, and one of the most exciting frontiers is the gut-brain connection. Experts believe that the next big leap in mental health care might not be found in a new drug or therapy, but in our gut. Imagine a future where treating anxiety or depression starts with adjusting your diet and gut flora. That future is already beginning. Clinical psychologists, neurologists, and nutritionists are now working together, integrating their expertise to create comprehensive treatment plans that include gut repair protocols for better emotional and mental outcomes. This holistic approach recognizes that our minds and bodies are interconnected, and that true well-being requires addressing all aspects of our health. We still have much to learn about the complexities of the gut-brain axis, but the potential is enormous. By unraveling the mysteries of this intricate connection, we may unlock new and more effective ways to treat a wide range of mental health challenges. Your gut isn't just digesting your lunch, it might be shaping your thoughts, your energy, even your happiness. So listen to your gut, literally. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more science-backed health content, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Until next time, take care of your gut, and it just might take care of you.